Okay, another day, another brand audit. Today we are checking out Coastal Cowboy. And as a California girl who was born and raised in San Diego, this one is definitely speaking to me. So first things first, I'm loving the color palette, loving the vibes, and I'm obsessed with these trucker hats. I think this is so cool. Also loving this red one. And I love this bag. I feel like it's so unique compared to what we're seeing people in this space do. So I browsed through your website and I also checked out your Instagram posts. And so these are my core messaging and secondary messaging ideas. And then on the next slide, we'll go over just like my general bulleted ideas for the brand audit. So the first one that I love the most is for cowboys craving nostalgia. You could also say for cowboys craving the coast, but I think craving nostalgia is perfect for this brand. And I could totally see it being on like the homepage of your website or in your bio on Instagram. For secondary ideas, we have coastal roots and sandy boots for shores and saddles, or you could say made for shores and saddles. Western grit meets coastal drift, salted and sun-faded heritage, Western roots washed in nostalgia, waves of nostalgia, and Western waves of nostalgia. Okay, now for the brand audit feedback. I would definitely say lean into more storytelling. I know that you mentioned some of the story behind things here and there through posts and in the about section of your website, but the more you can lean into storytelling, the more you're going to differentiate a product-based brand. I recommend trying to summarize it so it can just be as direct as possible and so people can wrap their heads around it quickly too. I love some of the language you've been using, like bottled up nostalgia, I think. And I would even lean into a phrase like, it's not a hat, it's a lifestyle. You could put that on the back of hats, and you're just kind of communicating different parts of your brand story, and then you're inviting other people to believe in something that's bigger than a business, and it's more of a brand. It's more of a concept or a community that people are buying into. I'd also share more founder forward content. I think sharing more of your life in action, living out the brand would be amazing. And I don't feel like you have to have everything be superposed. It can be strange to make content that's not just about pushing or promoting a product, but in this instance, if you're someone who likes to go horseback riding or likes to go to the beach, just showing you doing those things, and it doesn't always have to be like in a outfit, or maybe you're just wearing a hat but you aren't even talking about it. It's like that more subconscious type of marketing. I think people would be really surprised by how much that marketing is just as effective as other forms when it's not as direct. I think that way too, people know that when they're following you, they're gonna get inspiration. They're gonna feel like they have an in on your life, or they're getting to know you as a founder instead of just pushing product. I also think you have a great opportunity to help people feel different things for different drops, which keeps the brand really fresh and interesting and kind of keeps the audience on their toes. This also could be a key way to help differentiate your brand in comparison to other people who are kind of in the coastal cowboy movement. So for example, if you dropped a new, let's say, knit sweater, you could call it the country club drop, and that way maybe you could shoot in like a country club or something that maybe has a Western flair but is different than the typical like more farm Western backgrounds or beach backgrounds that you're currently often shooting with. And also when you can, I think the more professional and like art forward some of the photos can be, the more fun it can just be on the Instagram feed. I also think with product-based businesses, the more creative you can get, the more interesting and fresh it feels to the consumer. Okay, that's all for the Coastal Cowboy. Those are some of my takeaways. I hope that you found this helpful. If you're a brand or business owner who is interested in having me do a mini audit for their brand, just tag your brand below, and if I have the time, I will try to get to it. I'm loving the Coastal Cowboy products, and I feel like the more that you continue to expand your brand and really invite people into a lifestyle and a movement and a feeling, it's just going to continue to grow and take off.